Welcome to the College Football Halftime Show presented by iShares by BlackRock. I'm Joanna Gomez. Joining me in the studio, Leroy Horde. Good to see you again.
How are you?
There's a lot of action going on. Mississippi State, Alabama going head-to-head. First half started off slow, but you know what? We got some action in there.
Yes.
Certainly did. Let's get to some highlights and see what happened. It was a packed house at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's a great aerial shot, by the way, not one empty seat. 7 minutes, 49 seconds in the first quarter. Alabama's defense swarms. Josh Robinson tackles him in the end zone for a safety.
It's a bad play offensively. You can't go sideways that close to your own end.
Well, Alabama's Adam Griffith makes a 36-yard field goal. Poof! Beautiful. There you go. Looks nice. A little celebration there. Lift him up. On to the second quarter with 12 minutes, 7 seconds on the clock. Dak Prescott intercepted by Nick Perry. And with 7 minutes, 45 seconds, Alabama's Blake Sims passes to Amari Cooper for a 40-yard touchdown. Yay! They're all cheering. Touchdown. There you go. But if you like that, check this out. Yep, Blake Sims throws a 50-yard pass to Amari Cooper, and I just think this one is a beauty.
He's going to make an impact on every game. It's just a matter of how big it's going to be. And right now, he's making a big
See,
impact.
look, check this out right there. Yeah, Derrick Henry. Yeah, try to run it, fumbles it. He called it a fumble. They don't know what's going on. Might recover it. Oh, my God, Mississippi State. Yeah, the call was reviewed.
Nope.
Overturned. Alabama.
Across the goal line.
Touchdown. Yeah, exactly. Well, Mississippi, of course, they went ahead and they put 3 up on the board with the field goal. But now in the third quarter, Mississippi State added some more points, 19-6. What do you think about that?
I think, at some point they're going to need to get the ball in the end zone. They moved the ball pretty good coming in out of the half. So it's just a matter of whether you can stop Alabama, especially on the first drive coming out. The first drive of the second half, are you going to make the adjustments, stop Alabama, give your offense the ball back, and then hopefully get a touchdown? If they can get another score or even a touchdown, now you're within range, and now you start feeling it. Hey, we're not out of this. We're not out of this. We can do this. So, the score being 13 points off right now, you still have doubts. But if you stop Alabama, put some more points on the board, then you start feeling it.
Once again, easier said.
Easier said than done, but again, they're the #1 team in the country for a reason.
Oh, absolutely. Can they do it? Yes, but they're not at home. So that's that other factor that comes into play.
It's tough to win in Alabama. It's tough.
Very tough.
I'm not disputing
You saw that? Did you not see that stadium?
But the reason why they're #1 in the country is because regardless of the circumstances, they've been able to perform. Here's another test. Go out and perform.
All right, well, elsewhere in the SEC, let's talk about the Gators. Should I chomp you right now? Blew a late lead. And fell to South Carolina at home. Look at your face. Let's talk about it because I know you really want to talk about Will Muschamp. Will he be fired after the season? I hate saying that, and I hate reporting all those things, but
here's the thing. It's kind of the athletic director and the president have to determine, where's our program and where do we want to go?
Where are we going? Where
are we going? Do we have the talent? Is it the coaching? What is it? And once they come to that conclusion, they'll determine whether Will Muschamp should be gone. The team is not succeeding, though. They're not playing well. And so from that standpoint, it's going to come to that point where they're going to have to make some changes. I'm not the one to make that call, but it looks like that's where we're headed.
Here we go. I have a question for you. Will Dan Mullen leave Mississippi State to go to Florida?
Why? If you're a coach, you want to be the guy responsible for building something. I mean, what he's done at Mississippi State, that makes him one of the elite coaches.
Bigger program?
But make Mississippi State a bigger program.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay, before the old ball coach, Steve Spurrier, got to Florida, where was Florida? He made that program what it is. Make a program what you want it to be. Make it successful. Don't go and follow in somebody else's footsteps.
Okay, that's the easy way out. Is that what you're saying?
The easy way out is just to go to Florida because they have the resources.
Yeah.
Florida didn't have the resources when Steve Spurrier got there. So build it. Build what you want. Build your program at Mississippi State. Don't go to another program.
There you go. Word from the wise man himself. All right, well, remember you can download the CBS Sports app for instant scores, stats, and late-breaking news from all today's games and, of course, from all the games any day. Get it right now on cbssports.com. A lot going on. Trust me, you want to have that app. I have it. I love it. You love it?
Yes.
All right, guys, stick around. We will be back. Leroy, Big Mouth Leroy, and I will be back right after this commercial break. Welcome back to the College Football Halftime Show presented by iShares by BlackRock. I'm Joanna Gomez. In the third quarter right now, an update, Mississippi State and Alabama, the score 19-6. There's a big game going on in the Sunshine State. Florida State has traveled all the way to South Florida. Oh yes, they're going head-to-head right now, UM and of course FSU. For that game, let's go ahead and check in with College Football Today crew in New York. Hey guys.
Hey, Adam Zucker, Spencer Tillman, and Brian Jones from our College Football Today studios in New York. Our CBSSports.com spotlight tonight shines on one of college football's great rivalries, number 3 Florida State at Miami. It's Hurricanes freshman Brad Kaya who leads the ACC in yards per attempt, touchdown passes, and quarterback rating, not Jameis Winston. 6-3 Miami would like nothing more than to put a major, perhaps fatal dent in the Seminoles' national title defense.
All right, I'll acknowledge what you said in your opener. Usually in the eye test, they are less impressive, are the Seminoles, than they were last year. But Jameis Winston, as a performer, he's on par with the numbers that he had in 2013. Again, the anomaly here that jumps out is maybe the past touchdowns. Well, when you account for Calvin Benjamin, who's in the NFL now, he had 14 of them, huge red zone project and target in that area. I think he's on par, if not better than last year. They're passing more now. So I think right now Florida State's right where they need to be. They were just bum rushing folks last year, scoring points up and down. I think Boston College got the 14-point differential. That was the closest anybody got. But Florida State is the team to beat, and I don't think anybody's going to beat them. They'll win this one.
And they don't have that running game they had a season ago.
Right.
But I tell you who does have a running game, that old nemesis, the Miami Hurricanes. They're not the U just yet. Yeah. They're creeping back up towards that moniker, but they are able to run with Duke Johnson. Duke has been fabulous. Remember, it was this game a year ago, he broke his ankle and that ended his season, but over 1,200 yards rushing. And Brad Kaya, speaking of quarterbacks, true freshman, steps on campus. He didn't expect to be the starting quarterback. 20 touchdowns, only 9 picks. And defensively, guys, you got to talk about Miami on the defensive side of the ball. They are so much better. 3 years ago, ranked 120th in the nation in total defense, 90th the year after that. Sitting right now just outside of the top 10. Defense has been fabulous.
And they're the ones who are dominating teams right now. They've won their last 3 games by at least 21 points. They're 5-0 at home. Can they knock off Florida State?
Yes, they can.
To, clinch the ACC Coastal today. Remember, we will be with you Saturday afternoons throughout the season here on College Football Today.
Thank you very much, guys. Leroy Horde joining me. So you agree and disagree with some of the things that they said, obviously.
Yeah, I think Jameis Winston isn't as good as he was last year. He's throwing more picks. He doesn't have the same weapons. Miami, on the other hand, the last few weeks have been dominant. They've run the football well. They've thrown the football well, haven't really relied on the pass that much. Florida State is struggling defensively. Miami's strength is offense. I think Duke Johnson has a big day. I think Florida State is, going to give up too many points early and not going to be able to catch up.
So I take it you're not going to think they're not going to get going early then.
I mean, they haven't done it. All I have is what I've seen. And
right, so
every week, regardless of who they've played, they've let a team get a lead.
Okay.
And then they've played catch up.
They have.
Right. Miami is that team. Now, granted, unless the coaches back off, Miami is that team that has the athletes and the weapons that can keep the pressure on both offensively and defensively.
So what's the key for Miami?
Run the football with Duke Johnson. Stay after Jameis Winston defensively. Just keep the pressure on him, no matter what the circumstances are. If you get after him early, get a big lead, don't stop putting pressure on him. Don't ever let him get a chance to feel comfortable.
You're all about the U.
Today.
Just today. Just today.
Yes.
It doesn't matter, so I'm taking it. Yes. You're all about them. Let's talk about other big games that are going on. TCU, you've been watching this game.
Yes.
At Kansas, right? Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, Kansas is, it seems like they're fading away.
Slowly,
slowly but surely.
34-27 right now. What are your thoughts on that game?
I think TCU's going to, pull it out. I'm wondering, though, if Alabama continues to play the way they are and win this game, are they going to move ahead of TCU? And is Mississippi State going to fall out of the top 4? So that'll be interesting to see how that works out. But right now, TCU looks like they're getting ready to roll.
Wisconsin, Nebraska. Wisconsin's leading right now, 31-17 in the third quarter.
More importantly, Melvin Gordon. He has almost 300 yards rushing. He had 200 probably at halftime. It's time to start reconsidering him for the Heisman. He was in it,
but
not seriously.
But now he's seriously in there.
You put 300 up, and we're probably going to start mentioning your name again.
Oh, probably. Look
Probably.
at you.
300-yard
Oh.
rushing means that if you weren't in the equation,
Have you ever had that?
in
Ooh, he might just
3 or
smack
4
me.
games.
He might smack me. That look that you gave me.
300.
You just gave me that look.
300, no.
Ohio State defeated Minnesota 31-24. If Ohio State wins, do you see them getting into the playoff, or are they just way too far out back right now?
There's a lot of teams in front of them still have to play each other. So you're looking at Mississippi State playing Alabama this week. You got the SEC championship game. So it's possible. They've been playing some of the best football in the last 6 or 7 weeks as anybody in the country. So it's possible, but it depends on who loses ahead of them.
Okay. Georgia Tech, Clemson, 28-6.
Clemson, I don't know which Clemson's going to show up. They have a lot of talent on that team.
What's going
Unfortunately,
on?
they just can't
Get it
it
together.
on the field. I know. I can't answer it. Clemson, they've been ranked in the top 10 before. They've had dominant players, but once or twice a year they do what Clemson does, and they just don't play well enough to win.
Okay, Virginia Tech, Duke, oof, upset, 17-16. What do you think about that?
Virginia Tech, they've had some good games and they've had some clunkers, but
Clunkers.
I mean, they just look horrible at times. They got a big win today, but again, wow. I mean, it's the ACC. I mean, has struggled this year to produce like quality team besides FSU. If Miami wins, maybe you'll look at them and say, you know what?
Maybe
They're
there's
pretty
potential.
good. Yes, but right now it's Florida State or bust for the ACC.
Florida State or bust. Oh man, I have so many things that I want to say about that, but I'm going to leave it at that because that's it for us, folks. Thank you very much. Remember to keep it right here on CBSSports.com for the best college football coverage. I'm Joanna Gomez. It has been fun. Leroy Cord. Till next time.
Till next time.
Adios. Bye, people.